Well, hello. Hope y'all are doing well. Good morning, or good afternoon if you're over in Zambia. Hope y'all are doing well, staying safe during this coronavirus that we're all dealing with right now. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We're going to do a little Nyanja lesson with y'all out there. Thanks so much for joining in and popping on for a second. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome. Did a little online church this morning. I don't know if you guys, just let me know where you guys are watching from. If you guys are watching from somewhere in the US or overseas, just kind of pop a little comment over there. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm here in Texas and just watched church online. Got done with that and I was thinking, you know what? I really would like to do another Nyanja lesson for everybody out there that would be interested. So thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for being part of this. Appreciate it. Just let me know where you guys are coming from. Would love to say hello and answer any questions that y'all have. I do have a guest with me. Austria, thanks so much. Sarah Hamina. Thanks for watching. I've seen your message before that you're from Austria, so thanks so much. I don't know. I have a guest with me here today. Cowboy, come here. My parents have some dogs, so I'm borrowing one of them. This is Cowboy. Cowboy, there you go. He's a pretty good dog. He doesn't bark, so he's really nice. He just stays pretty quiet. He doesn't really bother too much. Watching from El Salvador. Thanks, Giovanni. Appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. So this is Cowboy. We have other dogs named Maverick and Ranger. So if y'all are familiar with Dallas, Texas sports teams, there's the Dallas Mavericks, the basketball team, the Texas Rangers, the baseball team, and the Dallas Cowboys. So he's named after the football team. So, well, hey, what I want to do is I just want to give you all a few things that I can share about the language. And I really want to answer any questions that y'all have. So if you have questions about how to say different things, would love to do that. But, oh, I have a guest now. Here, he's back. Okay. So one thing that people, this is something that I learned a little bit later, but there's Nyanja and then there's Chinyanja. And so Nyanja is the slang, Chinyanja is the proper name of the language that is spoken. And in fact, I think if I remember correctly, Chinyanja actually means lake. So let me do that. Chinyanja meaning, it should be lake. Yeah, and so a lot of these people, I'm not finding it right now, but I'm almost positive that it is Enoch. Thanks for watching. Muriche Vagai. Laka, Inoki. Inoki, Mutraibi Murikuti. What tribe do you come? Mutraibu Chokeraputi. What tribe are you coming from? So for me, I don't really know how to be specific and exact on speaking the language of Nyanja. So I use different words and kuchokera ku. This is like, where are you coming from? Kuchokera ku, like, where are you coming from? Choka. Okay, you're gonna have to get down, Capo. Sorry. Say bye-bye. That's good. Okay, so choka is to get out. Oh, that's terrible, but you guys get it. Get out is choka. Okay, so if you're saying like choka to somebody, like get out, choka, chokako, like leave here, chokako, get out. But it can also mean where are you coming out of? So cool. Cool. This cool right here, remember the cool is the prefix that we're going to use on a lot of things for you. Okay. Kuchoka, Kuchokera ku, like where are you coming from? Kuchokera, kuchokera ku, like you are coming from kuchokera ku Austria, kuchokera ku you know, Zambia, northwestern part, Kaondi. Thanks, Enoch. So kuchokera ku, and Enoch, you can let me know if anything needs a little bit of an adjustment on here. But so you can say like I'm coming from Nichokera ku America. Nichokera ku America. I'm coming from America. Okay. So that's just a little bit for you guys to say. Now y'all can even write it in the comments. Let's write this. Nichokera ku, and then put the country or place that you're coming from. Enoch, let me know if you think that's correct or anything, but it should be. I'll try it myself. Nichokera ku Texas. Nichokera ku Texas. Okay, that should be like I'm coming from Texas, or I'm coming out of Texas. Okay, so that is a little bit. Right, make sure to write that. Nichokera ku. Is it just me? I can't see what you wrote. I am so sorry. Yeah, my handwriting is terrible. I'll bring this a little bit closer. Oh, I didn't turn the light on. One sec. I hope that helps. We'll get that closer. Whoops. Okay, so Nichokera ku. No, it's not your writing, it's blurred. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll try to, whatever I write on here, I'll make sure to put in the comments. Thanks for letting me know that, Ellie. Really appreciate that. So, Nichokera is I'm coming out of. Okay. So, one thing that I have over in Zambia, and if you guys have been there before, maybe you've been given a Zambian name. So that name that I was given whenever I was younger over there was Mulenga. Okay, Mulenga. I'll type that out. Mulenga. Maybe when I watch back. Oh, cool. Thank you. I'm learning this language. My pleasure for doing this for y'all. I just really appreciate it. And thank y'all so much for watching. So Mulenga is the name that I was given. So the story is back in, oh man, like 2006, I would have been like 13 years old or something like that. Maybe even earlier than that. I was over there and this man, his name was Paul Mulenga. He said, Jonathan, I want to give you a name. I want to give you a Zambian name. And I said, okay, well, that sounds great. And he says, I'm going to give you my name. Your name is now Mulenga. Okay. So I just kind of adopted the name Mulenga. And whenever I would go introduce myself around town, they'd say, you know, Mribwanji, which is hi, how are you? My response, Bueno Mribwanji. And they say bueno. And then maybe they would ask a question like, what are you doing? Or Wadera, which is have you eaten? So I don't know how to spell it. Wadera. Wadera. I'll type that on here. It's like Wadela is like asking someone like, are you good? Like, are you doing well right now? And the response is, you can say like I'm good. Is like yes, or you can say Wadera. Okay, thank you so much, Enoch. Wadera. So you can see the spelling down there. Now the response is Nadera. Okay, Nadera, like I'm doing good or I've eaten. And then maybe they would ask Wadera Chani, which is what have you eaten? Okay, so it's a common thing. You'll say somebody say Mribwanji, Bueno Mribwanji. They say bueno, and they say wadera chani, and then I say, nadera na nkuku, nadera na sandwichi, whatever you want to say, then you can just respond with what you've eaten. And if you do that, you'll for sure get a crack out of a local Zambian there who hears you say that. So you don't have to always use the proper noun for it. If you want to, if you can learn the proper nouns for, not the proper nouns, but the nouns for each thing. So chicken. Anybody know the word for chicken over in Zambia? In Nyanja, I should say. I'll let y'all comment that if anybody has an idea of what that would be. Enoch, no cheating. Starts with an N. Let's make that bigger. Nku. Nkuku. Okay? Nkuku. I've eaten nikudia nkuku. I've eaten chicken. Okay? So nkuku, it's a great one to say. So if somebody says mlibwanji, bueno mlibwanji, bueno wadera, nadera na nkuku. Okay? I've eaten chicken. Okay? One thing that's just kind of a cultural thing for you to learn about Zambia is hand motions and what they mean. So this motion right here, like this, sometimes this means like eating. Why this motion? It's all fingers together going like this, because this is how shima is eaten. It's eaten with your hands, with your right hand, and you melt it together. You roll it into a little ball, and then you dip it with chicken, beans, cabbage, whatever it may be. Those are called the relishes, okay? The relish, okay? So you have shima, which is corn-based, and then the relish, beans, chicken, whatever it may be that you have available. You eat that together, you eat it like this. So whenever I was younger over there, I remember we would drive by Manda Hill, which is a common street corner over in Zambia. It's Manda Hill and Addis Ababa. There's a huge bridge over that pedestrian bridge they have there. And when I was younger in the early 2000s, and even today, there were street boys that would, they would motion like this, which is meaning like I'm feeling hungry. Okay, do you have some food that you can provide for me? So this is like I'm hungry, or like, do you have some food for me? And then I'm doing it as well, but this motion is I don't have. If you say if you want to join a bus over in Zambia, there's no space. If they do this, there's no space. Sorry, there's nothing. There's not kuribe. Niribe, there's nothing available, okay? Another one is this one. I didn't know what this was whenever I went over there. I was like, why are they waving like this? And they said, no, he's telling that one to stop or to slow down. So usually you'll see this on the side of the road, people asking for a lift. They do like this. Whenever I was over there, I would always take people to the airport, and I would take them, and then as I was coming back, I would see kids on the sign. Y'all know this, the Kenneth Combs International Airport. There's a big need for rides back and forth. So as I would drop somebody off at the airport, then you pick somebody up that's calling for a ride and get a bunch of people in your vehicle and take them over to the other side, usually going to Chelstone and things like that. So let me know if y'all have any questions about the language, anything that we can talk about that would be beneficial for y'all today, because I'd love to help y'all learn the language even more. Again, I'm not the expert, but I know a few things about the language, and I think I just enjoy teaching it to people. So chicken, that's a noun that we can have. Now, shima is the corn meal over there. So I'm not going to write that because shima is just what it's called. Now, maize, shima is like the finished product. You know, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but shima is the finished product. You don't call shima something that's in the white bag. That's maize. So maize, the dry stuff, and maize can even be the corn, but mealie meal. Mealie meal is the dry corn that you see in the big 25 kg bags. That's mealie meal. That's not shima. So I've made the mistake before of saying, like, let's get a bag of shima. They said, no, it's midi meal, okay? Once you add water to it, you've created shima, okay? It would be fun to do something to where we get to make shima. But for those of y'all that are over there, you can see and witness what shima is all about. I really encourage that. One thing that my wife had one time was small fish. Now, it's probably not small fish. This is just the noun, but kapenta. My wife has eaten kapenta. I have not eaten kapenta. She's much stronger than I am. My stomach is not prepared for something like kapenta. Another one, what is it? Condoro. Oh yeah, condoro, sweet potatoes. Condoro. I don't even know if I'm spelling it right. Sure, just like flour, cake, cornmeal, unga. Flour equals cake. Oh, flour. Okay, gotcha. Cornmeal is in shima. I see. I got you there, Enoch. And then I'm pretty sure condoro is sweet potato. And Enoch, you can correct me on that spelling there. The spelling, I'm not someone who can spell Nyanja. In fact, like sweet potatoes, condoro. Okay, I was close. I just needed to make this an A. I was close. Condoro. Okay, that's sweet potato. A lot of times what's common for breakfast over in Zambia is to have breakfast with tea, okay, and porridge. And what is porridge? But porridge is mealie meal, just more diluted and spread out. So shima is going to be the firmer one, kind of has the consistency of either thick mashed potatoes or grits. You can actually pick it up. Porridge, you don't pick that up, you spoon that out. So tea and porridge is a common breakfast. Tea and porridge. Again, these are very general things. This is not, I'm not saying that this is what everybody eats. This is just a general thing about what a lot of the people that are over in Zambia will eat. Tea and porridge. Again, depending on where they're coming from, where they're living, they're going to eat something different. But tea and porridge. Then for lunch, what's interesting is that the culture in Zambia, a lot of times lunch is partaken later on in the day than maybe someone in a Western country. So here in America, we typically eat lunch around noon or so. A lot of times in Zambia, it's eaten at 13 or 14 later on in the day, and it's just a different culture to eat later on in the day. And you'll see that. I mean, I know y'all are from all over the world, so you notice and recognize how people eat at different times. So any questions about anything, any ideas, anything that you're kind of wanting to learn more about? Happy to help answer those things for you. I hope y'all have enjoyed that series on the Zambian heroes. Kandoro. Oh, okay. In fact, there is an inflection up on the word kandoro. So kandoro, I hope I'm saying it right, but kandoro is sweet potatoes. And I remember we have a children's village over in Zambia that we would go and visit. We've got 750 kids there, and would ask them. Sweet potatoes is also often eaten for breakfast. You can eat it anytime, but often eaten at breakfast time. Kandoro. I love it when they would say that. It just is a fun word to say. So with the video on the Zambian heroes, really, it was really cool to share that story about that 1988 was a series that got me hooked. Thanks, Enoch. I appreciate it. To me, the Zambian heroes is the best untold sports story ever. And I was happy that I could tell it in my way on my YouTube channel, because that 1988 team that beat Italy 3-0, like, still just gives me chills. Like, I wish I could I feel like I have goosebumps almost. It's just an amazing story of these guys overcoming great obstacles and beating Italy in the Olympics. That was just incredible. And Kalusha Walia leading that team. And that 1993 plane crash, then I was born in 1993, so I feel like I have a connection with the story of the Zambian heroes, knowing that this crash happened the same year of my birth. And then to watch them in 2012, I can honestly say, I hadn't been keeping up with Zambian football all that much, but whenever I saw that they were in the African Cup of Nations, I was in university at the time, so I would be in class while the game was going on, and I would have a tab open on the top of my screen with the score line, and we couldn't watch anything, so I just got text updates about the match and how they kept winning, and then the final, when they played Ivory Coast, was a magical game. I so wish I could have been there to see that. So let's get back to some more Nyanja. Okay. We've talked about and then you respond with what you've eaten. Okay. We talked about where you're coming from. So nicho keraku, I'm coming from this side. And then how we're going to say we're going this way. Naenda, I'm going. Okay. Naenda ku, and then you say where you're going. Naenda ku town, naenda ku market, naenda ku shopping center. Okay. Naenda, I'm going this direction. This right here, it's going to tell you I. This is I. Okay. I'm going this side. Okay. If you want to say the things that I really enjoy doing are the brief interactions, and then also how to say goodbye properly to somebody. So, Nayenda, I'm going. Now, if you're going, you want to tell your friend, hey, you be well right here. So what is it? Musale bueno. Musale bueno. Okay. What does that mean? Stay well. Stay well. Hey, hope you are doing well here. Musale bueno. Naenda bueno. Muyenda bueno. So this, what you're going to do, this is basically stay. Stay. Right there. Now, muyende. That's go. Go well. Okay? So stay well or go well. Muyende bueno, musale bueno. That's one that I would really encourage somebody to say. Muyende bueno to someone that's leaving. It's a nice way to send somebody off. Muyende bueno. Okay. I got you, my friend. Musale bueno. Stay well. So, just wanted to let y'all know about that. Really, are there any other kind of phrases that y'all are interested in learning more about? So the other things that I can tell you would be really a lot of the things about moving around town. So muyende bueno, musale bueno, ni pereko. Pereko is to get a lift. And Enoch's going to send in the spelling because I have no idea. Mi pereko. Nipereko is like, I want to lift. Like nipereko, I want to get a ride on the bus or the van or the vehicle. Nipereko, it's like I'm getting a lift to go this side. I'm going to give you my best spelling. And Enoch, if you're still around, you can shoot over the proper spelling. Bereko. I'm just, the way I spell is just how phonetically it sounds. Bereko, I'm getting a lift. Nifuna Bereko. I want to, like, I want to lift. Funa Bereko. So nifuna is I want. Sure, okay. Ni pereko, I want to lift. Ufuna, you want to ask, do you need a lift? Ufuna pereko. Ufuna pereko. I'm spelling it differently. Ufuna, you want. Pereko, a lift. You want a lift? Ufuna pereko. And I don't even know if it's entirely correct, but in fact, it's nipereko. Nipereko. Okay, peleko. So I want a lift. I want a lift. And then ufana pereko, nipereko. That is how. So instead of the D, it's an L. Pereko. Okay. I want a lift. Now you want to ask, how much is your fare? Zingati. Zingati is how much. So for me, I tend to not want to add other words that I'm not too sure about. So the easy one that you can say is zingati. And that is how much. Okay. How much? How much for this? How much? Zingati. And you just say zingati. Zingati. Or you can even say, how much is this? And you can point to whatever you're talking to, or you can mention whatever that is. So if you say, like, you see something in the market, my friend, zingati. Zingati ni ichi. I think it's ichi. Zingati ichi. How much is this? Then they'll respond, it's 100 kwacha, 200 kwacha, things like that. Really, since we're talking about money over in Zambia, if those of y'all that watch this channel know, hopefully you know what's going on over in Zambia right now, because the currency is not in great shape right now over in Zambia. And I really feel for my friends, my brothers and sisters over there, that their currency is not going as far as it once did. And it's difficult because cost of goods keep rising. But the salaries that people need to live on are not going up. And it's not so much the fault of a certain employer, a certain thing, but it's all the debt that has been accumulated in government that is not allowing really the kwacha to have much strength on the global stage. Let's look right now, the kwacha exchange rate. I mean, it's close to 20 almost. Let's see. It's 18.16 right now. I can tell you 2 years ago, it was 8 to 1. Now it's 18.16. It's insane right now. I was over there last summer, and I saw somebody had with the highest bill is 100 kwacha. You're literally talking about $6 or so. $6 is the largest bill in the country. And look, I'm not saying that they need to add more bills on top, but you're in a tough situation to where if you're paying cash for something, you have to use $6 bills to pay for everything, even if it's a vehicle or one thing or another. So the currency, I really hope Zambia is able to kind of come back around from that. Okay, Zingati, how much? Yeah, it It's tough looking at the foreign currency right now to know that your kwacha is not going as far as it had gone 2 years ago. I've encouraged my friends over in Zambia. I think with Zanako, you can get a foreign currency account. So you can have an account in US dollars or something like that as a savings account. I'm like, if you're saving anything in kwacha, you're losing money. You just need to save money in dollars or another foreign currency, unfortunately, because the foreign currency is not going to inflate at a rapid rate like the kwacha is right now. Okay. Any other questions about other phrases that you'd like to learn? All right. Well, hey, thanks so much for watching. I'll hang out here for a little while longer. And I really appreciate all your support of this channel. I just enjoy talking about Zambia, and I enjoy that nation so much, and it's got all my heart, and I know it's probably got your heart as well. So the phrase that I always leave you with in my videos is tizaonana. Tizaonana, okay? It's see you later, okay? See you later. Okay. So y'all practicing tizaonana. Tizaonana. See you later. Nato terasana. That is thank you. But you know what? That is thank you. This is thank you in Bemba. Nato terasana. There's a song, Tule mitotela. It's we praise our Lord, we thank our Lord. And this is the thank. Natotera sana. Zikomo. Zikomo kwambiri. So thank you, Zikomo. Zikomo kwambiri. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Before we go, I've got a couple things I'll show you real quick, but Zikomo kwambiri. I have a couple things from Zambia here. This is chitenge. Chitenge is traditional fabric worn by women, and they wrap it around their waist as they're doing different chores or different things. Chitenge. It's very respectful. In fact, whenever we send whenever people go over to Zambia and they're in the communities, we encourage to wear chitenge because it's a sign of respect to really give a nod to the culture in Zambia and say, hey, we see you and we respect you. So a little final note, some of the other videos that I posted, I've been getting a lot of comments about the Bantu migration and the history of Zambia. Let me just put out this disclaimer. I have said before, I'm not the expert. I've done a little bit of research, but you know what? I don't know. We don't know the full story. The Bantu migration is so obscure because you're talking about prehistory. You're not talking about anything that has true written documentation. So it's hard to know exactly what happened during the Bantu migration when we don't have true factual written history during that time. We may have some spotty records, but that's just kind of some room for error in that. And in the history of Zambia, there's a lot more that we can go into with that. And I appreciate y'all watching, and thanks for checking out all the different videos that we share. Zikomo kambiri, and I'll see you later. Tizaonana.